This episode is brought to you by Polestar. There's only one true way to experience the all-electric luxury SUV Polestar 3, and that's to take a test drive. It can go from 0 to 60 in as little as 4.8 seconds with the dynamic handling of a sports car. But to truly understand how it commands the road, you need to be behind the wheel. Up to 350 miles of range, the 3D surround sound system by Bowers & Wilkins. It's all something you have to experience to believe. So book your test drive for Polestar 3 today at polestar.com.
We're not against rap. We're not against rappers. But we are against those.
Something big about to happen. I hear the beat tapping. We some fly rhyming felines rapping on the track. Better yet, grab a gat, cause we hot like Enzo. Doors closed, windows up, cause that's the way we like to ride. Windy City hitting. Check mic 1 2 1 2. We live, baby.
Hey, what's up, Chicago? And welcome back to episode 556 of Speak Your Mind Radio, Season 15. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, aka Ms. Hip Hop. And today we'll be discussing the Clipse newly released track, Chains and Whips, featuring Kendrick Lamar, the standout single from the album, Let God Sort 'Em Out. Now, after 16 years, Pusha T and No Malice returned with a fierce comeback project entirely produced by Pharrell. But why now, you ask? The Clipse last album was in 2009 called Till the Casket Drops. And due to a mix of personal growth, creative differences, label drama, and individual journeys, the Clipse are bringing back the heats for good. In the past, the brothers each went in different directions. No Malice had a major spiritual awakening in 2012. He even became a devoted Christian, changed his name, and distanced himself from the street life that made the brother duo famous. Pusha T, on the other hand, he signed with Kanye West's Good Music and launched a highly respected solo career. And in the end, the brothers came together over time with maturity and worked on songs together like Use This Gospel in 2019 and Punch Bowl in 2022. It was in these times the fans could tell that something was brewing in the air. And just like their name, the Clipse, like an eclipse, is something powerful, rare, and attention-grabbing, just like their sound and music. Now back to the program, or should I say song, Chains and Whips featuring Kendrick Lamar. First, y'all, can we just give this track a freaking Grammy Award for not only the production and the feature Kendrick Lamar, but for the theme of weaving together both street smarts and spiritual depth. A major evolution in the Clipse return to hip-hop. Did you know that Pusha T claimed in an interview with GQ that Lamar's feature on Chains and Whips led to the Clipse's departure from Def Jam Recordings? They wanted him to censor Kendrick's verse. They wanted him to take the record off the table. Speaking of which, let's jump into some verses from Kendrick on Chains and Whips. Personally, this is my favorite. The two-time Gemini with the genocide. I'm generous, however you want it, I'll be gentle kind. Gentlemen and gangsta connect. The agenda of mine. Move niggas up out of here like shit getting gentrified. Now, that's how a king's supposed to rap, okay? Just absolutely with a brilliant mind. I love the wordplay around Genesis, Gen Z, genocide, generational wealth. It's a dope sequence of rhymes. Y'all, can we talk about the Clipse Tiny Desk performance? When they performed Chains and Whips, but let me give y'all a backstory first, okay? Now, in 2023, the media ranked the top 50 rappers, and Pusha T was amongst those top 50. Now, Jim Jones, I call him Geronimo, because at this point, he's jumping out the window saying any and everything on the internet, okay? Because he's just always going off and jumping off at the handle, you know? So he says this on social media back in 2023, that Pusha T didn't really have no influence on people, and no one was riding around listening to him. Then people heard the snippet of Chains and Whips at a fashion show in Paris with Louis Vuitton, and you can clearly hear that they were talking about Jim Jones, you know? they were dissing him. In the song Whips and Chains, Pusha T says, "You buy watches, I buy collections. Misery feeling your regression. Jealousy turned into obsession. Reality TV is mud wrestling. Some sign checks I know better than. Beware of my name, that there is delicate." Jim Jones then took some more shots directly after that on From the Block performance, and it was decent, I'm not gonna lie. But now, let God sort him out. The album has sold out and it's on and popping again. Okay. Now Jim Jones, his name got brought back up again in 2025, and he noted on his IG, "I thought we addressed this already. He gonna need a bigger desk because that one was too tiny. This is surgical. I'm not a storyteller. I'm a life liver. And your brother is still a fiend to me, LOL." Jimmy, my boy, sit down and shut the fuck up, okay? Like, for real. I don't know about y'all, but I'm from Chicago, and I didn't really listen to Jim Jones like that. The only song I knew about that Jim Jones had was Ballin', and that he was associated with the Dipset, you know? So I don't know what he's talking about, but I don't know. Like, I don't know what gives him this ego flare up to think that he can say these things about other people. And sometimes some of the stuff that he says is funny, but that last line about his brother still being a fiend, that wasn't funny to me. I mean, personally, it just wasn't funny. So yeah, this is my entertainment purposes only, my opinion that I'm giving on the hip hop genre. And I love you all for tuning in and I love you all for sharing, and I love you all for just supporting me. You know, today is July 14th and it is currently 2:54 p.m. and I just want to tell you guys there's some major changes that are coming to Speak Your Mind Radio, and I'll leave it at that. All right, peace.